I want to now draw the contrast. We're talking with Cliff Shuster from We Act Radio. I want to draw the contrast between Senator Frank Lautenberg and Senator Mark Pryor, Democrat from Arkansas. Senator Mark Pryor voted against background check legislation. He essentially helped to sort of stop this legislation in its tracks. And there were advertisements that were run against him in Arkansas by Mayors Against Illegal Guns, noting that Senator Pryor voted against background checks, even though 90% of the American people support it. And so Mark Pryor felt like he was under such pressure that he decided he had to run his own advertisement responding to Mayor Bloomberg and Mayors Against Illegal Guns. Here's part of the ad that Mark Pryor ran in Arkansas.
I'm committed to finding real solutions to gun violence while protecting our Second Amendment rights. I'm Mark Pryor, and I approve this message because no one from New York or Washington tells me what to do. I listen to Arkansas.
Cliff Shuster, what do you make of that?
He's right. Nobody from New York or Washington. The NRA is based in Northern Virginia, after all. So they tell them what to do. And Arkansans certainly don't, because not only the poll numbers that you cited nationally, 90%, but there was a poll taken in Arkansas, which apparently Mark Pryor is not very comfortable with reading polls, because he would have seen that 83% of the people in Arkansas, in fact, support closing the gun loophole. I would say that's a pretty wide majority, a pretty solid group of folks. He's just playing the populist card here and pretending, oh, those guys from New York aren't going to come in and tell us what to do. It's fake. It's not true. He's another sad example, frankly, of which we have too many of. Let's call it the blood running thin as the generations go on of Democrats. His dad reminds me of Evan Bayh. His dad was a terrific and strong senator, and he doesn't seem to have an ounce of courage. When he ran his first campaign in 2006, he wouldn't even tell people whether he was pro-choice or pro-life. It's just a question he wouldn't answer. He's one of, I think, 2 Democrats who has not come out in favor of gay marriage in the Senate. He's got no courage on any issues. This is just the same, and the truth is that he'll end up probably like Blanche Lincoln, because I don't see progressives being spurred to want to come out and waste their time voting for this guy. We might as well protect the people that are there with us who have taken the tough position. Someone like a Kay Hagan in North Carolina who's come out for gay marriage and background checks. People like that, Jeanne Shaheen in New Hampshire, and other people in swing states and red states that have done the right thing, as opposed to Mark Pryor, who will likely lose anyhow. I wouldn't lose an ounce of sleep. I wouldn't waste $1, and I wouldn't waste a minute of my time on it.
It's so interesting. You mentioned sort of the legacy and perhaps the next generation not being as strong. I actually worked in Little Rock, as you know, in the mid-'90s, 94 to 96, and got to know David Pryor, Mark Pryor's father. And he was the sort of guy that, even though he didn't always necessarily toe the Democratic or progressive line, he was never afraid of standing up and saying, here's exactly what I believe and here's why. And he would take the criticism, he would welcome it, but he would put himself out there on the line, and people at least respected him for that. You hit it absolutely right with Mark Pryor, that this is a guy who simply doesn't want to seem to offend anybody and is trying to take, whatever sort of position can keep him somehow neutral on everything. And that just doesn't seem like a way to sort of inspire Democrats who you are absolutely going to need, and he's going to need if he's going to win re-election next year.
Right. There's 2 kinds of red and purple state Democrats. There's the model of Tom Harkin and Byron Dorgan and Sherrod Brown here in Ohio, who don't apologize for being socially liberal, who stand up for what they believe in, who are economically populist, and you know what? They win again and again and again. And then there's the model, as we brought up, of the Evan Bayhs, and then Evan Bayh won largely on his dad's name recognition, as Mark Pryor's won largely on that. But you know what? When you run out of that, you don't really have anything else left, because people aren't inspired to come vote for you because of what you stand up for. They both of them, as you pointed out with David Pryor, I'm not saying he was perfect, and I'm not saying that Birch Bayh was perfect, or a variety of other figures, but they stood up for what they believed in. Birch Bayh stood up in Indiana, in the late 60s or the 70s, and pushed for banning Saturday night specials. There were guns that were used largely to kill people, and still are, because he believed in it. And these are people of strong beliefs, and sadly the next generation, which has hurt the Democratic Party immeasurably, have often been made up of these blue, purple and red state Democrats who just don't have an ounce of courage between them. And hopefully we're now seeing more of the former type I was talking about, the Sherrod Browns and Harkins. We're seeing some more of those in some of the positions other Democrats in key states, as I talked about, have taken, as opposed to the Pryors and Begiches of the world that seem to be the cowards among the bunch.